To another episode of Let's Rant, the show where we try to answer questions that come up in the everyday life of the fitness world. Today's topic is going to be I don't take rest days. So this is something that we come across very often, that trainees or people think that they need to push themselves so hard that they constantly feel fatigued and tired and drained, and that the more days I train, the more results I'm going to get. That the harder I train, the more results I'll get. And in theory, this might sound good, that, the more I put work in, the more I will be able to yield results from that. But unfortunately, this is just not the case. So in order for us to understand what really happens is, when we design a training program, we design them in weeks, months, and years, depending on the caliber of athlete, obviously. And this importance of a rest day in the beginning of the week or the middle of the week and in the end of the week is so vital for performance. Example, all of us know this little graph here. So this is a supercompensation graph. And what we're looking for this is, we're looking to find the correct stimulus, which is underneath our baseline here, the correct stimulus that's going to provide us to get stronger. Okay, when we go above the curve, this is when we become stronger than we were when we started. So we need to train hard. This is correct. But we cannot train so hard that we cannot recover from it. We spoke a couple of weeks ago about volume. This very much goes hand in hand with that. The idea of having a rest day in the week, either it's one or two or a very light day, as like an active recovery day, this is so important. The active recovery or the rest day, depending on what your body feels good on. Not everybody feels great on an active recovery, and some people just need a passive rest day because it's psychologically better for them. And remember, you have to recover psychologically from the training as well. So in order for us to push hard for, let's say, 3 days or 4 days or 2 days, depending on how your training is in the week, that last day is what's going to give us regeneration for what we did in the short term before that. We cannot push straight 7 days, being a hero, take no rest day, and then again 7 days straight. Your body will break down. So when we think about training as well, we have to start to understand that, sure, it's also about how you feel, but in today's society, this is very much a blurred picture. Why do I say this? Because you get influenced so much on social media, what your friends do, what you read or see somebody do in the gym, and now you're super hyped up and now you want to train. And you tell yourself, I feel fantastic, I don't need this rest day. And then it starts building up. You have to understand that fatigue is accumulative. You might not feel it today, you might not feel it now, but 2 weeks later, you will feel it. It builds up and builds up and builds up. I give you a very good example. Sometimes you'll have a training plan and then you'll feel, you know what? I am not going to rest today because on the weekend I have stuff that I have to do and it's going to be extremely busy. So I'm going to go 6 days straight and then I'll rest on Sunday and then next week we go back to normal. I'm here to tell you, you need to prioritize rest. Most of us, especially in the CrossFit world, we train hard and we underestimate the importance of recovery. Recovery and rest is one of the biggest things that you have to focus on. Let's go back to the graph again. If you're in this graph and let's say you train hard, you create your stimulus here, your rest day is going to be this uptrend here. That's your rest day right there. If you train and you became fatigued and you don't rest and you keep pushing, now you're pushing lower and lower. And now you start to recover and now you feel, oh, I'm really, really tired. I really need to take a day off. I need to take 2 days off. And now you're back here and you go back to the bar or back to the gym and you feel like, oh, I'm still not recovered. I can't push the same amount of weight, not just mentally, but psychologically, physically. I don't feel good. Now you just end up exactly at the same point where you were, where as if you, let's say, undervalued it and you go, I trained hard, but I'm going to recover. You're still making better progress than you did when you completely destroyed yourself and think, oh, no pain, no gain. Doing too much is more detrimental to you than not doing enough. From not doing enough and recovering from that, you're still making progress. But if you do too much and you don't recover to the same amount that you need or over, you're not going anywhere. You're just slowly digging a grave. You will get injured, most probably. Statistically, you're more tired. You'll get injured, probably more. I can't for fact say that because you're more tired, you'll get injured. But statistically speaking, if you're more under fatigue, you have a harder chance to control your body and to control the impact on your body. Focus on recovery. Make sure you prioritize recovery so that your performance is what exceeds and excels, and not just to say, oh, I don't take rest days or I don't need recovery because I feel good. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this, please comment down below, leave a like. If you disagree with me, you agree with me, let's talk about it. Peace.